Welcome to Wine Road, the wine, when, and where of Northern Sonoma County. I'm your host, Marcy Gordon, with Beth Costa, Executive Director of the Wine Road.
Thanks to Ron Rubin, we're able to keep our podcast rolling along. The financial support of River Road Family Vineyards and Winery allows us to keep recording, keep sipping wine, and keep sharing stories with our listeners. Check out their website at riverroadvineyards.com and explore their Chardonnay, as well as a finely crafted Pinot Noir from the Russian River Valley. That's riverroadvineyards.com. And hey, thanks, Ron, for allowing us to make this show happen.
Welcome to episode 240. Today our guest is Catalina Perez, and she's the hospitality manager at David Coffaro Winery. Welcome, Catalina.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So glad you're here.
I'm super excited. And I don't want to embarrass you right out of the gate, but I've known Catalina since she was in kindergarten. She went to school with one of my sons, so it's just so cool for me to see her. Anytime I go out to Coffaro, I'm like, oh, I get to see Catalina.
I was expecting that to come up, so that's all right.
I mean, you were always cute. It's fun.
Still cute.
I know, still cute.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
So you have, well, first of all, I guess we should talk about, I shouldn't get, down memory lane. Let's talk about the wine you brought today.
Okay. I brought Block 4. This is not just one of my favorites, but probably Dave's favorite as well. I thought it would be fun. It's our most popular wine.
It has such a lineup of grapes in here. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so Block 4 is something I've bought before, yeah.
So it's the original planting on the estate. Everything in the fourth block of the vineyard is about 130-year-old vines. It's a true old-school Italian-style field blend. So there's a lot of Zinfandel out there, Petite Syrah. We've got Carignan, Syrah, some old vine chasselas. There's Pelerson.
Oh my gosh,
you
some
don't
of these
see a lot
wines
of
I've never
Pelerson.
heard. Yeah.
Or chasselas. Wow.
No, there's actually some Valdegui out there in small amounts, all kinds of stuff, just sprinkled together.
That's amazing. So this is like old school way to make a wine, and with the field blend, this is wonderful.
And that is how it's planted, like a field blend all mixed in.
It is. Yep. We harvest it together. We ferment it together. It's kind of what you get is what you get. But it is the most popular every single vintage.
Yeah, I know that we've bought this before, for sure.
It's been around a while, so.
Yeah. Like me. Is that what she said?
Well, I think that's been there a little longer than you.
Okay, good.
There's few things that have been
Not
around
much.
longer than Beth.
Well, that is the only thing on the estate that's been there longer than Dave, so.
Yeah. So I'm excited that you're here, and, Dave has great faith in you, and Pat was very excited that I asked you to come. She said, I'd love for Catalina to be on the show. She's a great ambassador for our winery.
Well, good. They have had me there for quite a long time, so you'd hope I would know the wines by now.
Yeah, I would think so. So what else do you love at the moment? Because I know that every year there's probably a different wine you think, oh, no, this is really what I would go to.
People ask me almost every day what my favorite wine is, and it's hard to pick a favorite. It's like picking your favorite child,
Right.
There's that.
Oh, yeah, I can do that.
Every day, is it the same?
Yeah, no.
Well, there you go. If I'm tasting out of the barrel, my current favorite is 100% Lagrine, which is a pretty unique Italian grape for us.
I'll say.
Yeah, it's pretty rare. You don't find it here in California all that often. And I think it's the most unique because it's just so multifaceted. We make a lot of blends. That's what we're known for. So when Dave puts a single varietal out there, he's doing it
He's
very
serious about it,
intentionally.
yeah.
Yes. And the Lagrine, it's the darkest, most intense varietal that we grow. It's darker than our Petite Syrah when you hold it up to light.
Wow.
But it's a very sort of feminine variety. It's not what you would expect when you look at it because it's so opaque and dark and rich, but it's very easy to drink.
Yeah.
So it's probably my favorite.
It's one of those varieties that's so belies what you think it's going to be.
Indeed.
Because it has a lightness to it, but it's like got this great backbone, but under the studious hand of the winemaker, it's a delightful light. It can be a light wine.
It is.
And you think it's going to be so heavy, but I'm surprised to hear that's grown there. That's wonderful. We were talking earlier about all the Italian varietals that grow so well here. And so there you go.
That's one of them. Yeah. And I love to pour it for people because, I love to see the reaction. It's a hand sell wine. You can't just say, here, have a Lagrine because
they're like, what's that?
Never heard of that, right?
Yeah. But when you pour it for people, the reaction you get is different by each individual person because it's so unique. So that's probably my favorite right now.
Nice. How much do you make of that?
think about 75 cases.
Wow.
So it's pretty small.
Yeah,
We
small.
blend it into a couple different wines. It goes into our Italiano style. We're doing a Sagrantino that has Lagrine in it now, and it goes into our Escuro, which is a really intense blend. So we don't have a whole lot of Lagrine left over to do as a single varietal, but it's really good.
Oh, nice.
Well, and we were talking at our last show a couple weeks ago how, to keep consumers interested, I think wineries are doing a lot of different varietals, and that is what makes it fun to come out and go wine tasting. I mean, everybody can taste Cabernet and Chardonnay and, Cabernet and Chardonnay.
Your
So you really
foundation.
you need more, and I think that's amazing. I've
Yeah.
never even heard of that varietal.
You have to come and try
Yeah.
it. I'll get you a barrel sample
Yeah.
anytime you're ready.
Yeah, that sounds super cool.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're growing a lot more Italian grapes, actually. We were always very Zin heavy, but
Right.
Dave has been interplanting between rows. He's been budding over. He's been changing the layout of the vineyard a lot, actually. We have a ton of Italian grapes now.
Yeah, wow, that is interesting.
Well, it makes sense.
It
I
does.
mean, if Zinfandel grows well, Italian varietals are going to grow well as well.
Yeah.
Well,
and-
can I say well one more time?
Well, it's interesting because Dave was traveling to Italy quite a while ago and started to taste Italian grapes. And, of course, in true David Coffaro fashion, he was like, well, if they could do it, I can do it better. So we've got Allianico, we've got Barbera, we have the Sagrantino, there's Nebbiolo, Sangiovese. I mean, you name it. We've got it out there in some small amount. So it's fun. I'm learning about a lot of Italian varietals, and I get to teach all the guys how to pronounce them once
that's
they come to
wonderful.
fruition.
Yeah,
That's amore.
Yeah.
I talk with my hands a lot for someone who's not Italian.
It happens.
It just comes naturally.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is the tasting room open by appointment now, or are you open all the time? What is the story for guests who want to come and visit?
We are by appointment, but if you show up on a day that we're open and I'm there, we're always going to let you in.
Yeah.
But I always tell people, we're pretty far out there and we've gotten pretty spoiled by appointments.
Yeah.
So sometimes the gate's not open if
Yeah.
it's not a day that we take appointments or, we don't know you're coming. So
Right.
it's always good to let us know that
Heads
you're
up.
en route. Yeah. But I have never turned anyone away. So
Well, that's what, I keep talking about, that so many of the wineries along the wine road really are small, family-run wineries. So there's not some massive staff. And so you don't have to make an appointment because you're being selective. It's because you aren't there, so just call. Even if
let
you're
us
on
know.
the way, call. And if they
Yeah.
answer the phone, then you know they're there. And then
Well, as you
Storm
know,
the gate.
the best part of David Coffaro Winery is if you call, you're going to get David Coffaro on
Dave
the phone.
answers the phone.
He may not know if we're open
Yeah.
or if we have appointments
He's in his
available,
office.
but he's there, so
He's
he's going to tell you to come on by.
Right.
But
That's
at least
the golden ticket right there, folks.
at least then he can let one of us know to open the gate or show up.
Or not.
Well, there's that too, depending on the day. But yeah, call's always a good idea.
Yeah.
We do online appointments on our website too. It's really
Right.
easy. You can
Right.
click a button and make an appointment.
Right.
So
That is the way to go. That is the way to go. So, did you just sort of fall into working at Dave Coffaro, or did you think that you were interested in the wine business, or did you have a love of wine, or how did it come to pass? Because you have been there a long time.
well, that was a long time ago. I mean, that was 14 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't remember. No, I was doing catering events for Dave and Pat before actually working there. But Dave was doing custom crush for my parents' grapes. So, I mean, I always knew him.
Right.
I was delivering the grapes out there with my folks for him to make the wine. So we knew each other. And one day I had been out wine tasting and I got an email from Pat the next day saying, hey, we're kind of interested in having you actually work for us. And I thought about it for all of about 13 seconds. And I sent her a reply saying, hell yeah, I want to work
That'd
for
be
Dave.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I loved going out there for parties after the wine road events. I was
Yeah.
doing barrel tasting for
Right.
probably 3 or 4 years before working there. So I knew what to expect. I knew
Yeah.
what I was getting into. I
Right.
figured there was going to be a lot of drinking. So I knew
Sign me up.
it was probably going to be a good time.
Yeah.
And I knew I liked the wine. So it was a pretty easy fit. And I think I started about 3 days later.
Oh my gosh.
That's the best story.
That is good.
Yeah, I mean, I did give him a really hard time about the screw caps right before I started working for him, but he shut that down
Right
really
away.
quickly. Yeah. He taught me quite a bit in that in that conversation about, the Stelvin enclosures. And so I was like, well, I guess I learned something. I might as well start working. So
So we talked earlier about, different events that happen at Coffaro, and you were saying that for you, the next big thing coming up really is in March, the Wine Roads barrel tasting.
that is
correct.
correct.
So that I know has always been a big deal at Coffaro.
For us, it is. I think that it might be you that's trying to calm him down on the number of barrels that we serve for the weekend most of the time. But earlier this year in March, I think that we had about 14 barrels out there, something like that.
Oh, my.
It wasn't for everyone because we felt like not everyone can get through that many barrels while they're there. But, we have Dave out there pouring. And so Dave's saying, oh, grab a thief. Go try that Lagrine over there. Go try the Italiano style. We're not pouring our Petite Verdot because, we've already oversold it. But go taste it anyway. So I'm hoping that we're going to do 8 or 9 barrels for barrel tasting. We're going to do limited release things that you're not going to taste unless you're either in our wine club or in our futures club.
Right.
And we sell futures year round. We sell pre-harvest futures and futures out of the barrel. So barrel tasting it's the big show for us. I mean, that's our big ta-da.
Futures, it's hard to explain. I mean, you have always sold futures throughout the year. It's an amazing program.
It is.
It's obviously worked.
And I mean, that is why my title is quality control, because if you want to taste a barrel or you want to know what the barrel tastes like, ask me. I've tried it probably today.
Yeah.
And Dave and I go through the barrels together all the time. That is where we have our altercation.
That's where the fighting begins.
That's where the show starts.
Yeah, exactly. But we agree on almost everything. So I just love to give him a hard time every now and again.
Futures is also something, it's so integrated into how a business works. And I think people forget that, the grapes, it's a whole process. It comes in, it goes out, you make the wine, but you need that money.
You're paying all year.
Yes, but the paying
work.
never ends.
Right.
So by selling those futures, you're supporting the future of the winery. Plus, you're getting in. I mean, we used to buy futures all the time when we bought a lot of wine because it's also very exciting. You feel like you're very insider to it.
You get the insider scoop.
Yeah. Well, you have a piece of it before it's finished.
Yeah.
And I mean, Dave's first profession was in finance, stocks and commodities. So he's pretty good at this
Knows
stuff.
futures.
He does, indeed. Very well. But it's fun because we're pretty laid back when it comes to futures. If you want to know about a wine, you can ask Dave while it's still ripening in the vineyard what the blend's going to be, what he thinks it's going to taste like based on the weather, the climate. And he can tell you. He'll tell you, try the 2026 Cabernet. I think it's going to be good. And, he's usually pretty right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a walking knowledge bank.
He's a walking farmer's almanac is what he is.
So I haven't been on the website lately. I mean, there's a lot of wineries. I can't be on all of them. But he used to have a daily or a weekly report. Is he still doing that?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, they were pretty in-depth. I mean, I don't know how they are now, but they were pretty in-depth.
It's daily. If you want to have a really good time, go to the search bar and search your own name in his diary. I do it all the time.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay, I'm going to write that down.
Yeah.
You might be surprised, Beth. Maybe you shouldn't do that.
I know, maybe not.
I think you'd be pleasantly surprised. But he talks about everyone and everything. He talks about the vineyard. He talks about the stock market. He talks about the Tesla. Yeah. He talks about his wife. I mean, there's no topic that's off limits.
I love it.
On Dave's online diary.
I'm going to be doing that in the driveway before I leave here.
I used to go and scan for my own name like on Thursdays when I was off work, Tuesday, Wednesday. If I wanted to know if I was in trouble for something or if maybe a customer said something nice about me, it all goes into the diary.
That's amazing.
That is so great.
And I believe it's the oldest wine blog on the internet.
Oh, I mean,
however,
yes.
He doesn't call it a blog because he doesn't know what that word means. Right. So it's Dave's diary.
Yeah, it's Dave's
it's
diary.
It's like the original reality TV, but on a blog or on the...
Pretty much.
But he has been doing so many things like that.
He's been life blogging without even knowing it.
But he's been doing that forever. Probably 20 years ago, I did a press trip, and one of the stops was at the winery, and it was really when people were starting to really talk about sustainability in the vineyards, whatever. And so, Dave does all these things that are sustainable. He has his solar that he's had for before people even knew what solar was. I mean, he really has been ahead of the curve in a lot of those things. So I have all these journalists there, and there's Dave, and he's like, before he gets there, goes, so what again, Beth? Well, what's the topic? And I say to him, well, sustainability. And he goes, oh yeah, that bullshit. I've been doing that forever. And I'm like, okay.
Welcome to my life.
Good start.
Don't write that down.
I'm like, okay, first quote of the day. Yeah. But it's like he wants to do the right thing as just a given.
Yeah, before it was cool to do the right thing.
Yeah, before it was, a thing.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I would sum him up right there. Exactly. He's always doing the right thing before it's the in vogue way to do it.
Yeah.
And he's always in his shorts and Birkenstocks. Or
Way
whatever.
ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
Tank top year round.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't miss him.
Exactly. Oh, yeah, it's always an adventure.
Yeah,
always an
well,
adventure.
that's very sustainable. He's had that same tank top as long as he's had his blog.
Oh, my gosh. I don't
And
know.
that's true.
We're not going to be able to have Catalina back.
Oh,
This is
gosh.
going to go in the diary. We just won't tell Dave when we post
Oh,
this
that's
episode.
too funny. I love it.
Well, he would stand behind that. I won't say anything that he would really be upset about.
So, how are you there full time then? Are you there? If people show up, is there a good chance that Catalina's going to be working?
It would be either myself or Van. Van is in the tasting room with us now. He's been there since April. I am there 3 days a week. So
Okay.
not full time, but I
Yeah.
work from home. They let me do a lot of the social media, a lot of the digital marketing, write the wine club notes, all
Yeah.
that. So I get to do a lot of stuff from home.
That's great.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah,
I love it.
that's
but
really
I'm
nice.
still, I still go out to see customers because I would hate to miss out on anything. I have a
Right.
serious fear of missing out. I don't want to miss all my favorite wine club members. So I show up.
I think of the Robinsons from Los Angeles. I know they're wine club members, and when they come to town, I've just met them through barrel tasting as customers, and we've become friends. But we usually meet at Coffaro when they come
I love
to town.
Ivy and Kevin.
Yeah.
Actually, my mom very well.
Yeah.
She has a great story that she met them in the grocery store at Safeway in town one day after barrel tasting, and she goes, "Hey, have you ever been to Coffaro?" And they're like, "Well, yeah, every single year." So they're pretty well known in this
Yeah.
area, even though they don't live here.
They don't live here, but they belong to lots of wine clubs, and they do. They're very supportive of this whole area.
They are, and they're
Yeah.
fantastic.
You know Kevin.
Yeah. He was on a podcast.
He's been on our podcast.
I feel like he has the personality for that.
Oh my
for
God,
sure.
his voice and everything.
Yeah,
He's
no,
just like
He's great.
Yeah, he does announcing for football games and stuff, and he has that voice.
He's the Mr. Bogarski of Southern
Yes,
California.
exactly. He totally is. That's cute.
Yeah.
Okay, so anything else that people need to know if they come out to Coffaro to visit?
Well, don't put me on the spot. I think that there's something pretty unique about where I work. I don't know how much time we have because I could probably
We have
talk
all the
about
time
it
you
for
want.
Yeah, all the time.
forever.
As long as there's still wine in the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's
We still got
some
wine.
When the
we're good.
bottle ends, the time is up.
The time is up. Yeah, gotta go.
Okay, well, I'll keep that in mind.
It's like an hourglass.
Yeah. Well, I wrote notes because I was afraid I wasn't going to get everything that I wanted to say
Oh
in.
yeah,
but
we want to get everything in.
You've made it very easy for me. You're giving me perfect prompts. So thank you. But, I talk to people every day. That's what I do all day long is talk to other people. And I ask everyone, what do you do for a living? Do you like your job? And so many people that I talk to are like, no, I'm on vacation because I hate my job. I hate what I do. And I feel so sorry for people who have to say that because I can't wait to go to work every day.
Wow.
Like, I am so lucky. I probably wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I love who I work for, who I work with. It's every day is a new adventure, as I'm
Right.
sure you can imagine. But we're just such a close-knit, it's a family. And, that's not something that you're going to, it's a tagline on a brochure and they're paying me to say it. I've spent Christmas with the vineyard manager before, and we all get together as often as possible. I mean, there's nothing in the world I wouldn't do for Dave and Pat.
Right.
And I feel vice versa. When my son was born, I came home from the hospital and Dave and Pat were in my living room with a bottle of French champagne. And when Maverick was 3, Dave bought him a Tesla, a radio flyer. I didn't get a car after 10 years, but Maverick did. And now that Maverick has outgrown it, it's gone to Dave and Pat's granddaughter, Maya.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a true family-run business. And and everybody that works there is family. The vineyard managers have been there decades, I think 35
Yeah,
years.
That really speaks volumes.
It does. And their oldest son, Jose, worked his way up from working in the vineyard. He's now Dave's second in command. He's the assistant winemaker.
Wow.
He holds all the secrets that
Yeah.
the rest of us don't know.
Yeah.
And so, when I talk about the winery, I'm not reading a script. I'm not telling you,
Right.
we're a small family winery in Dry Creek
Yeah,
Valley. We
right.
grow Zinfandel. I mean, there's so much passion. I love what I do. I hope I don't tear up.
How-
That would be so
That is
cliche.
so amazing.
I'm going to tear
I
up.
know. I'm thinking, oh no, me too.
How fortunate are you? I mean, that's incredible.
I'm lucky. Yeah,
There's like
very much so.
very hard to find people who love what they do with such heartfelt
Yeah.
passion.
I mean, I come to work and I feel like I'm at home. Literally, sometimes Pat has to remind Dave, like, she's not a family member. You can't comment on her makeup as often as you do. You don't have to comment on what she's wearing every day. But, that's what we get.
Right. Oh my gosh.
Oh, God.
Well, we oftentimes we have winemakers or winery owners on the show, and because when I ask about other people, oftentimes the winemakers or winery don't want someone else,
Yeah.
And so I asked Pat. I didn't ask you directly to be on the show, and Pat's like, "Oh, I would love for. She's such an amazing ambassador for our winery. We would love her. Everything she. Oh, she would be great. I mean, she just went on and on.
Oh, I'm so
I
glad.
thought, well, that's awesome.
I'm so pleased.
Because I never know. I ask the question quietly.
Yeah.
And wait for the answer. So, yeah, I think that obviously it works both ways. So
I'm
that's
so
really
glad.
great.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. And I try not to brag too much, but especially when people are coming in stressed about work, coming
Yeah.
to come wine tasting. I don't want to say, well, I get to drink on the job.
I do this
How
every
about
day.
you?
I have
Check
a great
out the view.
Every day's a great day.
Yeah, I have to be careful. I don't want to be too boisterous about
Plus,
it.
you always have great music going.
That is true. We have a very laid back vibe.
Yeah.
We have club members who come weekly.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, every single week, locals
Yeah.
that are coming out just because they like to hang out.
It's casual.
The music
Yeah.
is fun.
Right.
The view's great. I mean, their discount is 40% off. I mean, the discount remains.
Wow. Wine club members? That is
Any
awesome.
bottled wine purchase as a club member, you're going to get 40% off at the very least. Sometimes our sales are even better.
So we should explain about the wine club. What do you have to do to be a wine club member?
Join the cult.
But what hoops do you jump through?
Well, you got to
And let me
sign
just
up
have
on the
some more
iPad.
wine
Yeah.
while you're talking. Okay.
You have to sign up on the iPad, which out there in the valley is sometimes
I say,
a little bit of a
that's
daunting
sketchy
task.
right there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on that. But our wine club is pretty great. It's an allocation-based club, so we send out twice a year, April and October. It's either 6 different red wines or 12 of the 6 different red wines. So
Okay.
it's either 6 or 12. And it's a 40% discount. And the fun thing is, in all the years I've been there, I don't know if we've ever sent out the same allocation twice because they're always different.
Yeah.
We'll put things that you might not know what it is just by the name or
Right.
the blend. We have our Terre Melange, which is a Rhone-style blend. It's really popular, but you wouldn't know what that is
I would
if
say
you
I
saw
would
the
have
label.
no idea. Right.
We make a Bordeaux, which is called Acknowledgment, and the name is made up, more or less. Dave took the name of a Native American tribe that lived literally on our vineyard where the Bordeaux grapes are grown, and they called themselves Ackamadat. They were a Sotiomi band of Pomo.
Oh, wow.
And he changed it to Ackamadat to make it sound French and watch people
Ackamadat.
stumble over the pronunciation because no one knows how to
Yeah, 'cause
pronounce
you've made
French
it up.
wine terms. And it's made up, so you can say it however you want to. But we put all of these wines into our club so that you can really understand the foundation of everything we're growing and everything we're making. I mean, we try to put Block 4 in at least every other wine club shipment. Otherwise, there will be mutiny.
You have to say people want it. Yeah, right.
Sometimes we try to put it in everyone, but, it sells out. So it's hard. I would have brought you something that was 3 years older, but we don't have anything that predates this 2022 vintage at the moment. So,
Wow.
Well, this, pretty well nails it, so that's okay.
yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
How many wines are in the portfolio year to year?
Over 30.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yes.
I've seen the tasting things. I'm like, oh my
A
gosh,
lot.
I couldn't keep
Wow.
track of this.
I mean, you name it, and we've got it out there pretty
Yeah.
much. It's really fun because every day that I pour 6 wines on the tasting list can be different from the
6
previous.
Right.
Just depending on what we're
That's,
opening.
that's very unique.
And that's a very low impact wine club. Twice a year is, if you
Yeah.
drink wine twice a year is not a big deal to get. That's not like you're overwhelming people
No.
with wine.
That's correct.
And
yeah.
and 6 different wines is amazing. That's really, I think that's a great.
It's
Great
pretty fun. Yeah,
option.
we've got a lot of different blends. And so the only way to get them out there to everybody is to try to showcase them in the club.
Yeah.
And you never know what you're going to get. It's fun.
That is fun.
Well, yeah, gosh, when you open that package and you share it with your neighbors or whatever, and
I wrote the notes.
Yay, there you
that's
go.
the main thing.
I mean, if it were up to me, you'd get Block 4 and Lagrine in every single wine club shipment, but, then there wouldn't
No,
be enough left
yeah,
over
that
for
wouldn't
me,
be right.
so it doesn't happen that way. But it is fun. And if you're a club member, you can come out and do barrel tasting pretty much anytime you want to. Let us know what you want to try, and we'll find it for you. So that's kind of cool, too.
It's like
Oh my
customized
gosh.
barrel tasting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Any day of the week.
Oh my gosh.
love it.
So many things on my to-do list.
Yeah.
Check the diary first. But
yeah, exactly.
Right, heads up.
That is such great information. Okay, anything else? Look at your notes. Anything
Okay.
else that we didn't think about or didn't mention? Or
no, I think you gave me such good prompts that's everything I wanted to talk about.
those are the highlights.
Come visit us.
I
Yeah,
know.
That's it.
That's the main thing.
Check out the website.
Well, tell people where you are.
All right. We are at 7485 Dry Creek Road. We're in Geyserville. We are just past Yoakum Bridge Road. So we're almost to the lake. We're pretty far out there. You have to kind of make a day of being in Dry Creek Valley, but once you get
And what
there,
a
you
day
won't
it'll
want to
be.
leave.
Yes.
It's a beautiful drive.
What
It's such a
great
nice
day.
drive.
Yeah. So the best way for people to reach you is through the website.
That is good. Like I said, if you call any day of the week, you will talk to one of the two owners, Dave or Pat Coffaro.
There
so
you go.
you
That's
can always
special.
call us. You can ask Dave any question you want, and he will have an answer for you.
All right. Should I sell short on GM? No.
Oh, well,
You would know that.
that will open up a very long conversation if you start with
Yeah,
that. Trust me.
anytime I'm there in his office, there's all these computer screens and it's all just graphs and things. And I'm thinking, okay, a lot to take in.
Yeah.
Take in here.
If you ask him a stock market question, you will be on the phone for a very long
Yeah,
time.
so just pull up a
Great.
chair.
I'll get that number.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then what is the website?
It's very easy. It's Coffaro.com.
Coffaro.com. Go to Coffaro. You won't be disappointed.
Come and see us. We're ready.
One more thing is we've been giving a shout out to different lodging members with every show, right?
yes.
I don't want to forget that.
Yeah.
So my newest shout out is for Vineyards in Santa Rosa, which you may know it used to be the Vintners Resort or the Vintners Inn.
Oh, right.
Oh.
And it's newly purchased, newly renovated. I mean, it was an incredible property to begin with, and
Yeah.
they've just taken it up a level. I was over there a couple of weeks ago just to do a little walkthrough, and they've done a really beautiful job. And one thing that does nothing to do with the building itself, but I just loved, is they've put in a legit walking path that goes through the vineyards behind the property.
Oh, wow.
And I think it's a mile. So if you did the whole thing, you'd be a 2 mile, there and back.
Nice.
I mean, what a beautiful way to start your day. And then you're right there.
Then you can have happy hour later. You
Yeah.
won't feel guilty.
Yes, exactly. And they have
Do the
wineries.
circuit twice.
They have wineries that come into to their lobby. I think they try to do maybe most nights to pour wine. It's really beautiful. Vineyards.
And it's so well located.
Yeah,
You-
it's true.
You know, it's funny because it's very, very near 101, but you feel like you're in a little Shangri-La.
You're
in there.
just surrounded. I mean, the
Yeah.
vineyards come right up to the lawn
Yeah.
property.
Yeah,
of the
that's a
property.
beautiful place.
It is nice. You really don't know. So that's nice. So I want to talk about that. And then, I know I wanted to talk about a mystery winery. Like, where am I today?
Where are you today?
Where am I today? So this is a winery that's in the Alexander Valley, AVA. And you drive up a long driveway to get to them. And it kind of looks like a little barn when you get at the top. But they actually also have a cave. And the cave was built out of a culvert, like a cement culvert. And they had the video on their website of how the whole construction of that tunnel or that cave. It was awesome. I love going up there. They have a really nice tasting room, and then they have a beautiful picnic area outside that looks out over their vineyards. It's really nice. And you walk past their little tractor that's there, and it's a Lamborghini tractor, which always just cracks me up. It's like kind of small and funky, but it's a Lamborghini. So nonetheless. So when I leave there, I usually leave with some Zinfandel. So you can kind of figure out where you think I might be. I just mailed a couple weeks ago to David in Los Gatos, who had guessed that I'd been at the Dry Creek Vineyard a couple weeks before that. And he emailed me the day the podcast posted. He was right. I thought that was awesome.
So if you know where Beth is describing, write to Beth at Wine Road and tell her where it is. But what are you going to do? Show up at their house with some wine?
I show up at the house, yeah. No.
At dinner time?
I don't think anybody, at dinner time. No one would like that. But I have some super cute little Wine Road picnic blankets, so that's what I've been mailing. And then just before we wrap up, I do need to mention that tickets are actually selling fast at this point for a Winter Wineland. They went on sale a couple of weeks ago. That is January 17th and 18th. 17th and 18th.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that's right. And then we also have the Holiday Wine Trail and Market, which is December 6th. So information about both those things are on the Wine Road, wineroad.com. And we also have about maybe 2 weeks left for the online auction that's online, and that's on the homepage. We'd really love for you to check out the auction. It's something, there are vacation stays at winery guest houses, and there's lots of other little amazing tasting packages in each little bundle. For the most part, it's things you'd want to do with some friends. Some of these houses sleep 6 or 8, so check them out. And that's it. I have one more thing.
Well, Catalina, it's been so much fun to have you. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I would say check out Dave's diary around the podcast to see how this went, and maybe search your name, search podcast and Catalina and see what comes up.
We'll see if we,
Maybe I should be worried.
Yeah. Can't you do your own
Dave's
web diary?
You can do the Catalina
You can't
diary.
add to
no.
it?
Yeah, I don't think that'd be a good plan.
All right, that's his domain.
Mm-hmm. Indeed.
All right. Well, you can't do like a counterpoint.
The counterpoint,
no.
yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you so much for being here. Check out Dave Coffaro Winery, and we'll see you on the Wine Road.
Awesome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.